Let's see if people here. Yeah, I think everyone is live. Yeah. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, David. Hello, Bhavesh. Hello, Mama. Hello, Wilfried. So already some question. Will a recording of the session will be shared? Yes, indeed, but you won't be access to the reduction, the coupon that we only provide at the end of the live. It's the first time we are going to do it. Last time we were supposed to do it, but I just forgot. So this one, at the end of this session, you will all have a coupon enabling you to have free credits on Leo to go and test it out. This coupon will be available for 24 hours. So very important for you to take it and to use it. Yeah, indeed.
And we have live recording, of course, without this coupon, obviously, and because many people asked for it last time, we had a little technical issue, but it was cool to see how many people wanted to access the recording, so it was worth it. But these sessions are intended to be short, very efficient. So and last time it was amazing to have like so many questions, so many interactions. So indeed, we like to have people live to be able to like interact like that. So of course, a little reward, as you said, at the end.
Exactly. So today we are going to build an OCR system on top of your Odoo application. So it's going to be a great one. Every week we try to do something more difficult to show you the limitations, and I think the limitations are always like pushed back thanks to the power of AI, and it's it's getting better every week. So, and Leo is getting better every week. So hopefully you've seen it. Just before starting, I've just done a poll. I think you can see it. If you can just vote during the live. If you see the poll, please do click on it. It's just for the next time, the next building live session. Just like tell us which subject you prefer. So basically, I proposed you 5 different applications. An AI sales copilot, that could be great. So having AI connected to your Odoo for your salespeople. An employee time tracking app. A lot of people ask us for that. Clock in, clock out system where you can add some specific stuff linked to your business. An automation system with an A10 on top of Odoo. I think a lot of people are speaking to us about that. There is the MCP of an A10, so it's much easier now to use it. And Leo is like the best to use your Odoo data and to speak with an A10. There is a staffing management system. A lot of like a business of you guys are building a staffing management system on Odoo because you don't want to pay a license for some of your employees and you reuse the portal users application. The users, you create an external application and it's working pretty well with Leo. And the last one is a field service application. Actually, today it's going to be a field service application. The use case with the OCR system, we are going to build an OCR system for your field service agent. And we've taken a new case study. It's like a company that got installators of boilers and that needs an OCR system for their field people working on the field that need to scan data and like gain some time and send back information to Odoo without needing of like an Odoo license. So let's go. Thank you for voting and let's go. I think now it's been like 5 minutes, so 4 minutes. So I think you can start, Augustin, and maybe present the whole use case the way you want to build before.
Of course, thank you, Noé. And again, these sessions are supposed to be short, efficient, and straight to the point. Supposed to build. So let's go. So the use case we have today is actually use case we've seen a lot of people talk to us about it. We've seen a lot of businesses asking about it, and we've seen a lot of businesses building field apps on top of Odoo because this is where the interface and the UX is super important, where you have operators, field operators in factories, in areas with a very bad network, for instance, and their interface is super important to be able to upload the right information at the right spot in Odoo. So the prompt I prepared is pretty long, so I will launch it and explain it after, I think. So let me just first of all, as you know, connect my Odoo. And Honore, is my connection all right?
Yeah, your connection is perfectly good. And John, yeah, you ask a question. Can this be used for sales orders? Yeah, definitely. And this is actually one I have been looking forward to. So cool.
Good question. Yeah. Okay, so connecting my Odoo now, and I will launch this prompt right now, and I will explain it in a minute. So let's go. So the prompt I'm sending is quite an aggregation of several features we've seen being built by our users. And the goal here is to provide, to build a mobile-first web app connected to my Odoo, of course. The goal is to have an interface where my operators can log in using their employee credentials from Odoo and show their field services, their tasks from the field service module in Odoo. With some information. But more importantly, the goal is to have, so I will just check. Yeah, okay. So Helloleo is working behind the scenes. We'll let him work while I'm explaining the prompt. So the goal is to add some new capabilities to the field service module in Odoo. So first one would be the camera connected to an OCR module, as Honore said. So here we'll use OpenAI very soon, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Very soon you'll be able to use our own Helloleo AI directly. So no need to set up anything on the AI side, because a lot of people just want to connect AI services. They just want us to provide like the best AI for the best use case. So this is something we'll provide. Again, teasing, but we'll talk about it more specifically in a minute. So goal here, I'm performing an intervention on site, and maybe I have my phone or a tablet, and I'm using this web app. The web app will build to scan an equipment. First of all, to select a task I'm assigned to, and then from this task, scan an equipment I will find on site, so I can match it to the one I have in my Odoo, or create a new one if it doesn't exist. And then I can associate some data to it. For instance, some notes about the maintenance I'm performing, or some maybe metadata, or link to existing tasks in my Odoo. I can link many information, many useful field informations. So here I would just extract serial numbers, model, manufacturer, to find the equipment, match the equipment with my Odoo maintenance equipment, and show the equipment history and past maintenance records, which can be, again, a bit useful if I'm maintaining an equipment. I can access by scanning the equipment, and I'm seeing right now in my on-site operation, I can access the previous maintenance records. So maybe a colleague of mine came last month, and added a note on this equipment to maybe an easy fix for this equipment. I don't know. So again, can be useful. So let's. Oh, sorry. Helloleo was waiting for an input. So he went ahead and analyzed my Odoo. This is good. And now he's asking for phase one. Should I build the core intervention features without equipment scanning? Will include everything. And go. Okay, so sorry, he was not building, so now he is. And okay, so he finished scanning my different Odoo modules. So here we'll mainly use the maintenance module and the field service tasks. I didn't present my Odoo, but here's my Odoo with a lot of modules. I have the field service installed here. I already have some tasks, and I also have the maintenance module with some equipments here, for instance, machines and tools. And let's see if, okay, Helloleo is almost done. Let me take, while he's finishing, let me just take a broader approach, because maybe some of you are not from the field I'm presenting today. Maybe you'll think, oh, it's very specific, but it's not, because this can be applied to well, many use cases, because the overall objective here is to use the existing modules from Odoo, the existing data, and work on the input side, because until now we've mainly showcased like reading data from Odoo, which is of course a big use case, but a lot of people are asking if we are able to input some data, and yes, of course. And this can be very useful if you need to like create links between existing data, existing tables in Odoo. So this is quite specific. This is like a field service app, but this can be applied to many different use cases. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I have my basic and responsive field technician app. Let's see. So I have something to do, and I will present it in a minute, to connect to my OpenAI, to connect my OpenAI key. But I will just check. I have an employee here. I use always the same. Where is it? Let's see. And I will use Abigail. I think she's somewhere. Yeah. Well, Sophie Peterson, but you can call her Abigail.
Yeah.
So let's go back to my login and login as Abigail. Okay, I have a little error. I will fix it right now. Sorry, I went a bit fast, but again, I'm happy when I have an error in a building live session, because errors, as you know, are part of the building process. This one, I think, should be quite easy. Oh, so, and maybe it's not so easy. No, it was kind of easy. Let's see if Leo fixed it. So this was just a very basic syntax error. We are loading data from Odoo, so sometimes the specific format can need some iteration. So let's see. Okay, no task for today, and I will log out and log in again. Honoré, if there are any questions, feel free to interrupt.
Exactly. So there's a lot of questions actually, and one question I had for you, Augustin, and I think everyone would like to know that is, how do you know when it's a big error and when it's not that much of an error? You know, you said it's a syntax error. How do you see that, and how can like all the users can know that? Because of course you know it, but how can like everyone know that?
Okay, so it's a very good question. Well, in very simply, the goal is for you to like not to bother if it's a bigger or a simple one. The goal is for us at Helloleo is to build an environment where, well, it's code behind everything you build, but most of our users are not coders. They want to use Helloleo to code for them, and they know their businesses, but they don't necessarily know the code behind. So our goal is to implement the right tools to share all the data needed by Helloleo to fix any error by himself. So this one was a syntax error, but I don't have to know it. The goal is for us, again, to have the possibility to share the necessary data with Leo for him to fix everything by himself. So, for instance, again, this was, sorry, this one, sorry, I went a bit fast, but the first one, so I had two errors. The first one was a syntax error. I just had to click on the fix, magic fix button, and it fixed it. But I didn't have any task here. So I used my my network monitor tool here.
Okay.
And I shared the error, so this one, because there was a little API request error. So right now, these two methods are the main ways to help Helloleo debug any error. But sorry, just a little note here. The goal is, again, for our goal is to enable Leo to access all this data by himself. So very soon you won't even have to bother with sharing these. Helloleo should have access to it by himself. Sorry.
Really cool. No, really cool. So if I could like resume what you just said, there is two types of bug fixing for you guys. One, it's like fix it for me. You see a big orange button on the top of your screen. You've seen it at a time in this live. So you click on fix this bug. Okay. Another way to solve a bug or an error, you just click on network, just like at the bottom right corner of your screen. You click on it and you click on share with Leo. Augustin said like in a month or so, it's going to be easier for you guys because Leo is going to be able to see much more of his error by itself. But for the moment, you've got two ways of doing it. Fix it for me, or you go into the network's error and you say, and you click on share with Leo. Okay. So two things to remember again, orange and top right, bottom right of your screen to click on network errors. Okay. There is a lot of questions. We are going to answer all your questions. I let Augustin go further, and then I see your questions, guys, and we're going to go through it. Okay.
Okay. And again, thank you for your questions. Don't hesitate to add them, and we'll be happy to answer them just after this little build process. So, okay. So now I was able to debug my API error. I can see I have one task, and I think this is what I should have, because if I go to my field service and I look at my task, I see this one is assigned to Abigail, which is the user I'm using right now. So perfect. And now when I open it, I can see that I can take a photo or upload an image from my phone, from my device, and check the maintenance checklist to link the maintenance I'm performing onto this equipment, add some notes, and mark it as done. So what I want now is to add the possibility to scan the equipment, because maybe so this one is very broad, and if you have any ideas or this reflects on your own experience, don't hesitate to share, because again, we are using the use cases we've seen, but again, this can be very specific to your business. But for this one, my use case is I'm on site and I want to scan the equipment to match it with my equipment database. So the last step I have to do is connect to an AI service. Again, this will soon be replaced by Helloleo AI, but right now I will use OpenAI. So a bit before, Leo asked me to add this variable. So I will go to my settings here, to the deployment section, and add this key, and I will get my OpenAI key. Okay, and here it is. Okay, so this will, I think I need to redeploy, so I will just let Leo. Perfect. So we just redeploy. It's not supposed to be necessary, because when you add a new variable, it's supposed to to redeploy your project. But just in case, I will redeploy.
Yeah, so I think it's important to highlight like that as well. It's the third way to try it. It's like to stop, deploy, and deploy. I think it's the third way for you guys. Basically, when Augustin first told me about that, I was like, okay, it's like switching off my computer and switching it back. And sometimes it works. You don't know why, but sometimes it works.
You're right to point it out. It's we have a development environment and the production environment that supports like project deployment. And sometimes, you have some you have a lot of iterations, you have a lot of updates in the code, just like you would do on your computer, like a lot of operations. And sometimes you have to clean the RAM, you have to clean the project, and stopping and redeploying can be the way to do it very easily. Sometimes you don't know why, but it works. So
Augustin, we can't see your screen anymore.
Sorry.
I don't know what happened.
Let me
it's back.
share again.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's back. Cool.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now I connected my OpenAI service. I have my tasks from Odoo. So let's try. I won't take a photo because I don't have an equipment with me right now. I'm remote currently, so I don't have any machines around me. But I have this. It's not showing. It's well, let's see. Maybe I will ask Leo to add a step where I can see the image to confirm. And I have an error. So I will take the opportunity to fix it. So try again, re-upload, and just check the error. Okay, perfect. So we'll share this with Leo, and at the same time, so when I scan, when I upload an image, I have this error, and I will ask at the same time also add a step to show the uploaded image before sharing with AI. We'll see if Leo can manage both at the same time.
One thing quite important to add as well. So if you got a message of error, same, it's a good way. You share them with Leo. So it's like it was a red screen, then you click on it and you share with Leo. Like, again, it's what we call feedback loop, human in the loop. Sometimes you can call it something like that, but it's like you can see things that Leo don't see. Please share with it, share with Leo. It's going to be able to have more context and more knowledge on what's happening. So do it. You are actors of what's happening. I see a lot of you guys just like building and switching screens and doing something else. But sometimes if you build, there is a message. If you switch screen and you don't watch it, you don't have the message. So you are not able to share with Leo the right message. So when you build, be focused on your role. It's like helping Leo to build, but your role is like quite important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good point. And about that, I think there was a question about the prompt. We had a few questions about the prompt structure. So of course we'll share some information about the prompt we are using. But again, as Honore said, the most important is to adapt. Well, you can start with, and we'll talk about templates and prompts just after that, but you can start with a prompt that we share because it can be like good ideas, good use cases. But again, your story is your own with Helloleo, and don't hesitate to share your particularities, like your specifics. This is really what matters. Like, you know your business better than anyone. Don't hesitate to describe it, like in length. Say what your operator is performing on site, how is doing, and Leo will provide maybe the best way to build an application for this process. So don't hesitate to really give specifics on top of the template prompts you can use. So let's just try again. And now, okay, cool. So now, can you see the image I uploaded?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now I have this intermediary step where so let's say I'm on site, I'm inspecting a super technical hydraulic assembly. I'm not an expert, but I know we have some customers working with this. And so now I will click on Analyze with AI, and let's see if the OCR is working. Not yet, so we'll again share this one and say when scanning.
So basically, and I think it's important to share it with you. So we are using ChatGPT, OpenAI, as like the intelligence for the OCR, but you can use other like OCR tools or OCR API. There are a lot of them on the market. I think basically you just need to ask Leo or ask AI what is the best OCR, or use, I don't know, a Reddit thread to ask like what is the best OCR for your need. And the best sometimes the best are very expensive, so you can choose the one that matches your need, and maybe we can share like a blog post on like the different OCR technologies that you can use. ChatGPT is a really good one. I think there are others that are really good as well. So basically,
again, sorry to interrupt, but as you know, we're part of the Helloleo AI we are releasing. The goal here is also for you not to bother if you don't have a specific requirements for OCR. Our own basic OCR, default OCR, will work in most cases. And here you can see I'm losing a few prompts. Again, if it works, it's okay. But the goal with Helloleo AI is to avoid like this little process, like this little iteration, because here I'm a bit adapting to the format OpenAI is giving me, whereas with Helloleo AI will have a default one that understands most of the use cases we have. So it will be easier, like less customization, or less custom errors. So again, it will be simpler to use like that.
Basically, what you say is like with Helloleo AI, which is going to be live in, I think, a week. So our users won't need any external API keys. they're going to be able with Leo, just by speaking with Leo, to add this capability of analyzing OCR.
Exactly.
So basically, it's kind of a big update for you guys. It's Helloleo AI is like, you don't need your API key of ChatGPT or the API key of your company asking for the credit card of your company just to go fetch which tool which AI you are using. No, within Helloleo, you're going to be able to use the API key of Leo, the intelligence of Leo, and you're going to be able to use an AI feature inside your application that you build like easily natively, so without needing to plug any external API, which is like
exactly.
really cool.
This is a goal because again, so I was wrong for this one, and I should have followed my own advice. I didn't. I thought it was an error with AI. It was in the beginning, but now it was just an error with the lookup on Odoo for the maintenance equipment. So I applied my previous advice to just share the API error, and this one should work. So the AI integration seems to be working now, and now we'll see after the AI OCR process. We'll see how it looks. Oh, sorry. There is some sound on your end, I think.
I am sorry.
No problem. Okay, let's try again, and it should perform a lookup on my Odoo. Okay, looks better. Okay, very nice. So what do we have here? Looks very simple, but I shared a random image of a machine like metadata, and it found the serial number and the manufacturer. So I think I don't have this one in my Odoo database. So right now it just shows this and stops here. What I want to do is to ask, I will ask Leo to add the possibility, if the equipment is not found, to create a new one directly in my maintenance module. So I would say it works great. Now, if no equipment is found, allow me to create a new one with the scanned information. Inform me and inform the user, and allow him to create a new one with the scanned information. Okay. So again, this is the usual iteration I'm building. I could have like prepared a bigger prompt, but I'm almost sure to forget one specific detail. So again, it's always good to really share the most context possible, but you'll always forget one little detail. So don't be afraid to iterate, to test it, see what's missing, and ask Leo to complete it. So I didn't think about this case, like if my equipment doesn't exist. So now I just ask Leo to add it, and it will take 30 seconds to be performed. So Odoo, if you want to start taking some questions.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to do. Thanks a lot. So we have a question for Daniele. Daniele, yeah, it can be done on Odoo SaaS as well as Odoo SH. No worries on that. And if there is like a slight difference, Leo is going to tell you. So please share it with Leo. Leo cannot see for the moment which Odoo you are on, so share with him, and he perfectly knows the difference between Odoo SaaS and Odoo SH. So he's going to tell you how to do it. Sometimes he's going to ask you to do things like manually because of Odoo SaaS, but don't worry, follow his path and it always works. Okay. So I take another question from Rodrigo. In this example here, Abigail is Odoo user or just employee without related user? Augustin, you know?
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, Abigail is a portal user, so no user, no license for this user. If this is a question, it's just a portal user, and I added, I granted Abigail a portal access, so Abigail can log in, and I can use. If I just share my Odoo very quickly, what's cool about it is that, sorry, where is it? In my settings. I go to my users and companies. So I have only one internal user actually, and here are all my users. Among them is Abigail, and I granted her my portal access. So now I can, sorry, I don't remember where the permissions are, but I think I can manage some settings.
I'm seeing Abigail in assign field that is for Odoo internal users by default. That's what
Yeah.
Odoo says.
Yeah. So, but again, this is a portal user, so no license for her. If it answers the question, I will just go back very quickly, and Rodrigo, you will tell me if I answered the question correctly or not. If I go back to, please,
let me take another question just before. So I got another question. Could you please try uploading a vendor bill? So unfortunately, we don't have like that much time, but of course, try it on your side. After we are going to share the project and share them with the template list. Please go into Helloleo template on the website. I think like in the future, when you start a project now, you're going to be able to start with a template and then go from this template.
Let me share real quick the templates.
Yeah, I think it's really important because I know you guys don't see that, but now the templates are really like the basis of every project.
Yeah, so you have the template section here with more and more templates coming up every week. And we'll really invest on this part. So because we have a lot of users asking for templates, we also have some partners building, preparing to build awesome templates out of their experience. So yeah, definitely go and check the template section, ask for new templates if you want. And just to complete on it was a very good question about the vendor bill use case, because yeah, well, in the use case I'm building right now, if I go back to my project, it could really make sense. The goal here is for my operator to have everything in one spot, really easy for him. So it can be before, during, or after the operation. I could upload a vendor bill associated maybe to the maintenance costs I have, because maybe I use like some equipment to perform the maintenance. Maybe I want my customer to sign something. So again, I can add a part about it like here, like a step 2, where I will have a step for my customer to sign and to confirm the equipment was indeed repaired. So yeah, it's a very good point. And I was just looking, because I created, while Honore was speaking, I managed to upload again my equipment image to OCR it. So OCR is working good. And as the equipment was not existing before, did not exist before, I created it in my Odoo, and I was just going to check in my maintenance if, yeah, so this one, okay, so it was missing a lot of information, of course, because I didn't ask Leo to add some fields, and again, I used a random image from the internet. But what's cool is that it created it with the number that I had in my image. This is serial number, so it recognized the R0 plus to 1 and added it as a serial number here. So again, very simple, but it created it. Let's see if it can now recognize it, because it already exists. So let's see if it can find it. Okay, so it found it. That's very nice. And no maintenance history, because I didn't complete my maintenance. So let's try to I cannot select it, so we'll just finish this. Okay, Honore, give me just 2 minutes, 2 more minutes.
Yeah, no worries. I'm taking like the time to answer all the questions.
Yeah,
so I've seen, is it Odoo V18 or V19? We don't like really care about the version, because it's like different API endpoints. So you can be on Odoo 18 and you can build. And if you decide to migrate from Odoo 18 to Odoo 19, no worries, just one prompt to Leo, and Leo is going to understand, because we feed him with a lot of data. He's going to understand the new API endpoints, and he's going to like make the application now like available for Odoo 19. So no worries on that. And I think it's kind of one of the main thing like we can do really good with Leo as you deploy all your applications in one environment, if you change like from Odoo 18 to Odoo 19, you can migrate all your applications with Leo like in just one prompt, and it's like amazing. So please don't be afraid of that. Like it's we don't really care about the version you are on. And yeah, I think I got a question from Jason. Jason, hope you're doing great, man. Does Helloleo have data capacity restrictions? For example, I haven't troubleshooted this, but it appears that when I bring data from Odoo into Helloleo via API to choose in the Helloleo application at the drop-down, I'm not getting a complete data set. Please advise. Okay, so sometimes I think it's more linked with AI than with Leo in general. Sometimes AI can be lazy, you know. If you give him like a full Excel file and you want him to analyze it, sometimes he's only going to analyze one part of the full Excel file. So if that happens, Jason, please tell to Leo and tell him and just check what he's doing and check that he's taking all your data sets and not just a small part of it. So it's not linked with Leo, but AI in general, you need to put some guardrails when you prompt it to be sure that it goes like it does the full action and not just part of the action. Then I got a question from Jeff. So does that mean all portal users could log in and then see this information? Yeah, definitely, Jeff. Indeed, all portal users can like log in with their ID of portal users from Odoo and then see this information. Yeah, definitely. A lot of our customers use Leo for field agents that don't need to have an Odoo license to use some of like capabilities and send back information to the Odoo system. And again, I think it's more like what we've seen also is like for field agents, you know, Odoo is like too complicated for them, or not too complicated for them, but like it's not meant to be for them, like on the field, trying to do some kind of actions, really easy actions. So a lot of our clients, they use Leo to build small applications for field agents so that it's just a form to fill in. And then when they fill in, it sends back information to your Odoo system, to the right part of your Odoo, to the right sales ID, to the right CRM ID. Like it's because we're connected to Odoo. So it's kind of really important for that. Other question from Paul Lopez, yeah, again, around the prompt structure. I've seen a question also from someone that doesn't know Leo and ask us if, yeah, I'm the first time introduced to the platform. Is runtime, oh, I lost your question. Is runtime on your servers, or we can have containers to run on our server? Yeah, definitely, it's on our servers. Yeah, it's a really good question. So when you build with Leo, you deploy on our server, and our server are like hosted with like a lot of security. We provide the full infrastructure. So when you build an application, you can deploy the application just by clicking on publish on the top right end of your screen. And we provide all the infrastructure with the analytics feature. You can put your custom domain, so no worries on that. And we handle all the deployment part.
Just to jump in on this,
Yeah.
So totally agree on everything you shared. And in addition, we also have some companies that have their existing hosting solutions, and sometimes they want to host the production directly on their hosting. So we also have in some of our plans the possibility to synchronize directly all your production apps to your server without you doing anything. You just have to like connect it once, and then everything you build with Leo is connected, is deployed on your server. So this is also a specific type of deployment we have, and some of our corporate companies have this. So, but
yeah,
most of our users are using what Onoe just presented, our cloud solution.
And just before you go on, another question from Jeff, which is I think a good question. How do you limit to just field agents vs anyone that has portal access? So how can you recreate like some permissions so that you choose which people can access your application and which people can't?
Well, it's a good question. I think I would do it directly in Odoo again, because you have a quite big permission system that enable you to decide which like portal user can access which elements. For instance, here you have some granular permission about the task I'm assigned to. As you can see, I logged in with Abigail. I have other maintenance tasks in my sorry, I'm going to my maintenance module here. I have a lot of maintenance requests here. Where are they? No, sorry, this is not the module I was looking for. This is. So here I have a lot of tasks, but as I logged in with Abigail, I can only see the tasks that are assigned to my user. So this is this respects out of the box the permissions, the links that I have in my Odoo, but I can also use the permission system from Odoo to like decide which module my portal user can access through Leo.
Cool.
And let me just see if it's working. Equipment repaired, and I will do a quick summary here. Okay, so it went to down, so it's looking good. Let's reload here and check my task. Okay, nice. So sorry, I went a bit quickly on this one, but so this one, as you saw before, was in pending, of course, and this one now is done. It's done in my Odoo. Let's see if my equipment was linked to it. I'm not sure. I can also, by the way, because we have a lot of requests on this, but sorry, we won't have the time to show it today. I was a bit slow. But what I can do now is also link the intervention to my timesheet. And timesheets are a big chunk in Odoo. We have a lot of users improving the timesheet system from Odoo, which is very powerful, honestly, with better interfaces, better actions. And now what I could do is ask Leo to add start, maybe not even letting the employee do it, but he could, like, when he selects the task, it could start the clock in, and clock out when he's done. So to link a timesheet to my maintenance task here. But again, we won't have time to cover this, but if anyone is interested about it, we can discuss it on Discord, of course. But the main element we covered here is that now my tasks are showing here. When I conclude my task, it's linked to my equipment that I created. And let's just check if my maintenance history can be found. Oh, okay. So this is something I would have to. Okay, this one is a bit specific. So what I want now is to add because this can be very useful. I talked about it earlier. When I have maybe another operator, maybe another employee coming back to this equipment, maybe in 1 month, maybe in 1 year, my goal would be to scan the same image and find the equipment and find the maintenance history associated to it. So now it's found the equipment, but not the maintenance history. But again, it's just some tweaking with the Odoo API. I can ask Leo to go a bit deeper in this, but I don't think we'll have the time to see it now. I just wanted to answer a quick question, Honoré, if you let me, from Talal, which is a very good question. Can Helloleo create an app that can work offline, then sync with the database? Excellent question, because it's really relevant with the use case we are covering now. We have a lot of users that are from some industries where network is not always optimal. They can be underground, they can be overground. We also have aircraft and airplanes companies, or you can be in a factory with a very bad network. If this is the case, you can ask Leo to create a progressive web app, to adapt your web application. Well, actually, you can adapt any web applications built with Leo to a progressive web app system. So it will add a little configuration that will allow you to install your web app to your phone, on your phone or your tablet, Android or iOS. And then, well, if you're in a location with a bad network, what you can do is having your application to store the data. So I'm maybe in a cave or underground. I will perform all the features I want to perform, such as the ones I just did. And when I get out of the location where I have a bad connection, the data will be synced with my database. So it's a very good use case, and yeah, a lot of users are asking for it. So very good question.
Cool, really cool. I think we are getting out of time, and we don't want to make it too long. It's 45 minutes, that's in 20 seconds. So are there a last thing you want to show us, or are we good for this session, Augustin?
I think I will stop here. Again, the basis was covered here. Now I can share the base for this, and I think I will create a template out of this one. With maybe some additional features, such as checking the maintenance history, adding some speech to text. This could be another good one. My notes here, very often when you're using like a phone or a tablet and you're an operator, well, you don't have the time, or it's not a good place to write a big text. So we could add some speech to text features also. So again, this will work much better with Helloleo AI, we are releasing next week. But in the meantime, you can definitely use the process I just presented to implement some OCR or speech-to-text in your field service apps.
Yeah. And just basically a lot of announcements next week. So it's going to be Helloleo Cloud. Within Helloleo Cloud, there will be Helloleo AI to like use any AI features into the applications you're going to be able to build with Leo. So really a lot of news. Please write to us if you got any questions. I know like we ship fast because we want you guys to experiment like the state of the art of AI for your business. Sometimes it doesn't work because it's normal. We ship fast. We want you to have like the best version of everything that could be happening. If there is anything, you know to reach us. It's like the chat. Maybe you can show it, Augustin, but I know I took personal care that everyone can see that we're available for you guys. Please write to us. If there is any question, we are always here to answer you. The reduction the coupon for today will be you need to have an account.
Noise, there is some noise on your end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's people going to Discord. So you've seen the link of Discord. So we offer you a coupon of 10 prompts, okay? Only accessible, only available for people that have an Helloleo account with an Odoo connection, okay? If you got that, you just need to go into the chat and enter OCR, and we offer you 10 prompts, okay? So you need to go basically on Helloleo.dev, connect just one application live. You don't need to be on a paid plan, one application connected to Odoo. And then,
sorry for the sound, guys. I think this is maybe a noise keyboard.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that.
No problem.
And you put OCR, KS, exactly. Just before going, there is one last question, I think. It was, I don't know, maybe Maria. So the app in Helloleo will work with the permissions and security that was set in Odoo for each user. Yeah, exactly. That's basically that. We reuse the permissions. Again, with Leo, you build on top of Odoo. We take like every information that are on your Odoo system, that are really working on your Odoo system. Odoo stays your single source of truth for your business, but still, with Leo, what you do is like you can build on top of this single source of truth, but you build with a framework completely free. You can build anything you want, any application, any external things that can be of use for you. And there are a lot of cases. Please go into the template section to see like the different applications we already have. We're going to furnish like a lot of new templates. So you're going to be able to start with any template in our list. So yeah, basically it's all for today. Thank you again. Yeah, thank you
for your participation. Thank you, Noé.
Yeah, thanks a lot. One last question: where does the code developed by Helloleo stored? Augustin, is stored on our server.
Yeah, it's stored on our server, but the code is always yours. You can export it using our Git integration, and I'll also share the documentation, the Helloleo documentation here, so you can have a look. And okay, I think we're good for today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Go create your account on Helloleo. Go connect one application to Odoo and write to us. OCR, you got the free prompts. Again, it's like you pay for prompts, obviously, because AI is like as a cost. So we offer it to you if you succeed to do that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here, and see you soon.
Bye-bye.